Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of North's Outdoors. Today I'm going to give you some simple tricks on how to adjust your bait caster so that you can go out there and start casting away without having to worry about bird nesting so bad, you being a beginner and all. So here we go. First tip is, first of all, you need to take your brakes on the bait caster and turn them all the way down. Hey, wait a minute. First thing is this going to work for mine, or do I have to have the same one you got? And second, what's the brakes? Okay. I got a little bit ahead of myself. You do not have to have this exact reel for this to work. This will work for all of your bait casters. Your brakes are going to be on the opposite side of your handles. Some of them are numbered, some of them just says minimum and max. You want to turn it all the way off, all the way free to the minimum, all the way off. And then what you want to do is you want to take and just hold your reel straight out in front of you. Okay. Take your spool tensioner, which is right here next to your reel or your handles. You want to tighten it all the way up, which will be toward the end of your pole, all the way down as tight as you can get it. So you can click your button and nothing comes out. It stays still. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it real good. The button is in, it's clicked, the bait's just dangling in the air. Okay, you want to take this spool tensioner knob, turn it back toward the end of your pole. Okay, toward you. You just want to do it a couple clicks at a time until your line starts to move. Okay. See how it started to move? Okay. You see how my bait hit the floor and there was no backlash, okay? What you want to do, reel it back up, click your button again, let it fall. There's a little bit, just a hair of backlash. Not much. It barely had excess line come out. Okay. Now, this you'll have to set up for each bait that you set up. Okay, well, like right now I've got a spinner bait tied onto this pole. It weighs like 3/4 of an ounce. If I change down to, say, a crankbait or something that's a lot lighter, I'm going to have to adjust this. And vice versa. If I go from something really light to something really heavy, I'm going to have to adjust it. But once you've got your spool tension adjusted, you want to take, and I always go about halfway on my brakes as a very good starting point. But if you do that and you still get a little bit of a backlash, tighten them brakes all the way down until you get used to casting. And never start with an overhand cast when you're bait casting. Always, if you're just beginning, go out there, do a sidearm cast, try to make small pitches until you get good and you can loosen up those brakes. And the more you loosen up those brakes, the further your bait is going to go. Hey man, what's this pointy thing over here on the side of it? That there is your star drag. That has nothing to do with your casting. That's for whenever you hook onto a fish, and hopefully it's a monster. The line that it pulls out, that's what that controls. You can either tighten it up or loosen it down in case you're using like a very light line, 8-pound, 10-pound line or so. You can loosen that up so the fish don't break your line as easily. It can pull some drag out. That's what that is for. It has nothing to do with your casting. Ah, thanks, man. It's working pretty good. I'd never figured this out if it wasn't for you. Oh, you're welcome, man. It's no biggie. And thank you all for watching another episode of North's Outdoors. If you liked the content you've seen today, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and leave a comment down below on some of the things you may want to see in the future. Reviews, different baits, on how to maybe spoil your bait caster. You know, just give me a comment down below on what it is you want to see. Thank you all. See you next time.